with the Aberdeen Mennonite Church, and I'm on some of the committees like worship and ed and that kind of thing. Our church actually is a small church in the north end of Winnipeg, and it has had a long history of sponsoring already from before I started, for at least, I would say, at least 50 years. It started for sure when the Cambodian boat people were taken in by a lot of people, and then we just continued, and we're always sponsoring people, and it has just become like a very important part of our identity. And since I've been involved, we've probably sponsored four or five different groups in the last maybe 10, 12 years. It's important for all of us to just do whatever we can to help out, and because we're all a community together, everybody globally. And so when we see a need, it's important for us to respond, and also realize that the people who come, who obviously sometimes they're coming from very dire circumstances, that then they also become community with us, where we also are going to be gaining from them and learning a lot from them. Their own country is no longer a place of safety for them, and so a lot of them have come from refugee camps, and there's real instability where they're coming from. And usually one of the things that is always coming up when we talk to them when they're here is that they want their children to grow up. Even if they could have survived somewhere, they want their children to grow up in a place where they have opportunities and where they have safety. So that is critical, and they are often forced to leave where they come from. I would say the most important part is just the new relationships, being able to get to know people of other cultures, how they, their food, their customs, their religious beliefs, and just people, so that me, along with the other people sponsoring, have really broadened our horizon, and we've become much more aware of other people, and it's given us a chance to, rather than this kind of looking outward rather than inward, to be part of something bigger than just our own church. I would say 100 times over, it's worth it. They have to be prepared. I think it's important to be prepared for hard work. Like, it's a challenge. There are responsibilities. It's not an easy thing, but it's very rewarding, and it's one where you have to work, like in other relationships, you have to work at the relationship. They have expectations that we have to work with, and we also have expectations of them. So it's becoming letting go of our assumptions, and being able to be there for a longer time, to be able to, and it's very enriching to get to know people of another culture who can bring another perspective to life. Well, maybe I'll just first of all say a way for us to express our faith and our humanity, because I think really the most biggest theme for our faith, and the faith of many other people, is to welcome the stranger, to not be somebody who feels, if their own needs are met, that is enough. We need to be welcoming others, and always inclusion is probably the most important, always broadening the circle more and more, and never stopping the challenge of making the circle bigger to include everyone. We need to act responsibly, and as out of our hearts as fellow human beings to respond to that other needs if we have been given something that we have to offer them.